Okay, a little update on the water catastrophe from last night. As many of you know, I'm redoing the condo, getting it ready to sell because my renters have destroyed it. It's been a lot of work, and one of the things they did is they pretty much ripped the toilet paper holder off the wall in the master bath. So I basically pulled these out last night because they were just hanging out anyway, and decided to then flip it horizontally and install new screws there with an anchor. And obviously you know where this is going. When Fisher Homes installed this toilet paper holder, or when the plumber did, or the finisher, I guess, wouldn't be the plumber, he got really lucky and installed these screws. The top one was actually touching, and the reason I know this is because the pipes were banging a little bit, like they would click when you turned the hot water on. So I'm about 99% sure that that's what that was clicking against, because you can actually see, that it was worn right there on top from where he put his screw in. So back to the catastrophe. I decided to rotate it sideways so I could get another grip. And of course, where did that end up? But right there. I was then met with 100 psi or so of absolute fury in my face as I was drilling, of course. And the water was shooting out of there at such a force. Part of it was hitting this wall, obviously. You can tell now it's even buckled some of the drywall there. But it was actually hitting all the way over there on my mirror. So what do you do when there's 100 pounds of pressure coming out and you, in your mind, weren't thinking, well, don't mind the mess, they're coming to put carpet in on Monday. So immediately I jump up. Remember, this is a second floor condo. So I jumped up, ran into the laundry room where the main shutoff valve is for the condo, and turned the valve off, and nothing happened. I continued to hear water rushing in. So I did all I knew to do at the time, because I was still in my mind trying to think about source lines and supply lines and where what was in my head, all the while knowing there's many gallons per minute pumping out into my bathroom. So I grabbed a bucket, did my best to collect water and throw it into the toilet, if you will. So I was literally, it's actually comical to think back, I was holding the bucket like this, and it would fill up in like 10 to 12 seconds. And I'd dump it. Meanwhile, of course, water's still shooting everywhere. And I did that for about literally 20 cycles as I was trying to figure out what to do, when it dawned on me how hot the water was that I was throwing into the toilet as it was hitting my body and everything else. So I ran back in here. Meanwhile, it's still flying out. And I actually was thinking to myself, well, maybe the water heater will just run out of water. Well, this is the setup in the condo, right? So I've got the furnace up here, and then I've got my water softener, my filtration system, my water heater back in here. And I jumped down here real quick and looked. And of course, I couldn't see it now. You can see it back there. But I did. There is a valve back there for the hot water out. And I managed to find it quick enough and shut it off, and sure enough, the water stopped. All that to be said, I was